Welcome, class, to lesson 2-11, day 2. Strong mathematicians can solve real-world problems. So, yep, we worked on this lesson yesterday. We know word problems usually pose challenges and are a little tough, but we got some good strategies and skills to break those down and help us solve them. So we're going to do some more today with a little bit different of a thing than we worked on yesterday. So let's dive in. Get out your pencil, your notebook, write down today's date, write down the lesson, and let's do this. Said box 1 for your notes. You don't need to write these down, but we're just going to talk about these and think about these. A word problem yesterday either had too much or too little, but sometimes they can contain hidden questions that you need to be solved before you can solve the problem of the question. This is how some problems have quote-unquote multiple steps. So when solving word problems in real life, you need to determine what information is needed to solve the problem. So once again, there might be some multiple steps before we can answer the question. So let's see how that applies to an actual problem. So here we go. Box 2, your examples of what you'd like to write down. So Braden bought 2 packages of Gatorade with 24 bottles in each pack. He bought 4 packages of Powerade with 18 bottles in each pack. How many more bottles of Powerade than Gatorade did he buy? So one of our first strategies is to put down the pencil and read the problem twice. So I'm going to do that, but I'm going to highlight my question as I'm reading to think about this is what I'm going to have to try to solve. How many more bottles of Powerade than Gatorade did he buy? So let me read the question again. Braden bought 2 packages of Gatorade with 24 bottles in each pack. He bought 4 packages of Powerade with 18 bottles in each pack. How many more bottles of Powerade than Gatorade did he buy? So how many more bottles of Powerade than Gatorade did he buy? Well, I don't even know how many bottles he has yet, so that's going to be probably my hidden question that I need to figure out. So I'm going to start with how many more bottles of Powerade. So we have bottles of P. I'm going to say that for Powerade. So he's got 4 packages of Powerade with 18 bottles in each. So I'm picturing one pack has 18, the next pack has 18. Oh, so I'm going to multiply those numbers together. So 18 times 4 equals, so 8 times 4 is 32. So 2 goes there, 3 tens, 4 times 1 is 4, plus 3 is 7. So there are 72 bottles of Powerade. Excellent. So how many more bottles of Powerade than Gatorade? But I got to figure out how many bottles of Gatorade they are. So if I go to my question again, I got 2 packages of Gatorade with 24 bottles. So there's one pack that's got 24. There's another one. As I'm visualizing this, oh, so it's another multiplication problem. So 24 times 2, which gives us 2 times 4 is 8. 2 times 2 is 4. So there are 48 bottles of G for Gatorade. There are 48. So now that I solved that, I got to answer the questions. They want to know how many more bottles. All right, so if they want to know how many more, well, if there's 72 Powerade, 48 Gatorade, I need to do a subtraction problem. So I'm going to subtract. Said 2 minus 8. I can't do this. So if there's more on the floor, go next door. So I'm going to trade a 7 in, make that a 6, which gives me 10 ones plus the 2 I have. It gives me 12. 12 minus 8 is 4. 6 minus 4 is 2. So I have 24, but I need a label. I can't just put 24 bottles of Powerade because that's not true. I know I have 72 bottles of Powerade. I have 24 more bottles of Powerade for my label. So you can pause there right now if you want to go back and rewatch that problem and how we worked it out. That would be great. So you can kind of see the whole process and how we found those hidden questions to help us answer the big question of how many more bottles of Powerade than Gatorade did he buy. So you pause it now, write this information down to help you out, and move on to the next one when you're ready. Mr. Collins counts 54 cartons and 5 boxes of paper clips. Each carton costs each carton contains 8 boxes. A box of paperclip costs $3. How many boxes of paper clips does he have? So I like to underline my question as I reread it so I can know what I'm trying to focus in on. How many boxes of paper clips does he have? All right. So Mr. Collins counts 54 cartons and 5 boxes of paper clips. Each carton contains 8 boxes. A box of paper clips costs $3. How many boxes of paper clips does he have? Well, a thing that jumps out to me right now is this one. A box of paper clips costs $3. There's nothing about how much it costs, so I'm thinking that's going to be extra information that I'm not going to need in my problem. So with that, now I look at what I have for my problem to start with. He's got 54 cartons and 5 boxes of paper clips. So I've got 54 cartons and 5 boxes. All right. They want to know how many boxes. Well, I've got cartons and boxes, so I got this part of boxes, but I got to figure out how many boxes are in those cartons. If I look at my problem right here, it says each carton contains 8 boxes. So if I'm picturing those 54 cartons, I see like this, and I see, all right, so there's a carton, and then there's, look at that, there's 1, 2, 3, there's 8 boxes in each carton. So that would tell me that I have to take 54 cartons times 8, because there's 8 boxes in each of the cartons. 8 times 4 is 32. So the 2 goes here and the 3 goes on top of the 10s. 8 times 5 is 40. Plus 3 is 43. So now I have 432 boxes. But those are just, I can't be like, oh yeah, there's my answer, how many boxes? I have to go back to what I know I started with. That's how many boxes are in the containers. But they want to know how many boxes does he have? Well, I started with 5 boxes and 54 containers. So that means I have to add these 5 boxes to the 432 that were in the carton to get an answer of 437 boxes of paper clips. So there was a lot going on in that problem as well, so feel free to pause it, rewatch, and see how we work through all those different steps of the problem to really help us out. Also record the information to help you with your problems that are coming up next. Said, I know it's tough, I know, so stretch out, shake the hand out, do a little head roll, you got this. A lot of confidence as you try to solve this one. Sharon is 54 inches tall. A tree in her backyard is 5 times as tall as she is. The floor of her treehouse is at a height that is twice as tall as she is. What is the difference in inches between the top of the tree and the floor of the treehouse? So I'd pause the video, I'd reread it again, maybe even a couple more times, and really start thinking, what do I have to figure out here to help me answer this question? So take your time, do your best, and good luck. Said, hopefully your brain's not too sore after doing the last one as we attempt this one right now. Bobby bought 9 items at a grocery store. He bought 3 gallons of milk for $27 and 2 blocks of cheese for $38. Sorry about the typo, he bought a box of cereal for $16. How much did the milk and cheese cost altogether? List any extra information. So there's a lot of things going on in this grocery store. What's extra that you don't need? What's important that can help you solve your problem? So break it down, solve this problem, and see how much he paid for his milk and cheese altogether. And just for the record, I would not shop at this grocery store. A little too expensive for my taste. So do your best, do your great work. I'm looking forward to seeing your answers. As always, if you have any questions, comments, or concerns, feel free to write them down or jot them down as well. So if you have any strategies that you use to help you, please include those as somewhere to share as we help other people work through solving multi-step word problems. So thanks for another great lesson.